Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Banks FX. Been a while. Today I want to talk about time frames and how you can actually use them to your advantage. Now I'm going straight to what we have here today. When talking about time frames, just know that time frames are basically used to know the direction of every market you want to go into. The higher the time frame, the clearer the picture will be to you. The higher the time frame, the better understanding you have. You understand? For instance, if you are in a 30-minute time frame, the information you'll be getting, the view you'll be getting will not be as someone that is in a daily time frame. The person that is in a daily time frame, he will tend to have more understanding on where the market is actually heading to. You understand? Because you already know that time frames basically used to know the direction of a market, to know where the market is actually heading to. Now, if you are going into your chart, like maybe you want to start trading for, maybe you just opened your chart and you want to start trading, the first thing you do is for you to just go straight to the weekly. The monthly time frames are advisable most times. You tend to check them Saturdays and Sundays, just for you to get to see the overall state of the market, for you to just see where the market is at that time. You understand? The monthly time frames are advisable for you to be open, for them to be opened Sundays and Saturdays. Now, from Monday to Friday, you can just start analysis using the weekly time frame. Now, once you get into your charts Monday to Friday, the first thing you do is for you to go to your weekly time frame. The weekly time frame will help you know the direction of the market, whether it will help you to know if the market is on the buying state or a selling state. That is what you use your weekly to do, just to know your direction. You understand? Then you can also use your the daily time frame to know the direction also, if the market is actually buying or the market is actually selling. When you have gotten your direction using the weekly and the daily, you have done your analysis and you now know where the market is actually heading to using your weekly and daily. Then you switch down to your 4-hour time frame. Your 4-hour, 2-hour, and 1 hour. You use them to check for a good entry level. You use those three time frames, 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, to check for a good entry level. Once you have gotten a good entry level using the 4 hour, 2 hour, and 1 hour time frame, the next thing you do, you switch down to the 15-minute time frame. And when you switch to the 15-minute time frame, you use it to get a good confirmation entry. Remember, the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, you are using it to get an entry level where you want to enter the market. You understand? Where you want to buy or where you want to sell. That is what you are using the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hours to do. Why the 15-minute time frame? You are using it to get a confirmation entry. You understand? Okay, for instance, you have seen an entry level using 4 hour, 2 and 1 hour. You have gotten where you want to buy. After the market must have moved in to your POI, that is the place in which you want to buy, the point of interest, you switch down to your 15-minute time frame to get a good confirmation entry. After you must have gotten the confirmation entry, you can now buy or you can now sell, depending on what you are doing at that moment. That is just how it is. You understand? The time frames are different from each other. You use them according to what I just said just now. You understand? You use your weekly to know the bias of the market, if we're actually buying or we are selling. You use the weekly to know your direction. You use the daily to also know where the direction of the market is. You use your 4 hour, 1 hour, 2 hours to get an entry level. Then you can use your 15 minutes for a confirmation entry. Now I can actually explain this also using a layman language on how the time frames are used. Let me use a layman language to explain it. It's just as if you're standing on a tree, TREE. You're standing on a tree. You tend to see more when you're standing on a tree. You understand, than the person who is just standing on the ground. You tend to see more there. Now take the person who's standing on the ground as a 15 minutes time frame. It's not as if the person is standing on the ground, which is the 15 minutes time frame, is not saying. He will be saying, you understand. But the person who is now standing on a tree will be seeing more. He'll be getting more view of his surrounding than the person who's standing on the ground. The same thing with person that is the same thing with person that is in on the person that is in a, what is it called, 1 hour time frame. The person that is in a 1 hour time frame, he'll also be getting more view than the person who is on the 15 minutes time frame. Now the person who is standing on the tree, he'll be getting more view, like he'll be getting a broad view and information of everywhere than the person standing on the ground. Now if another person should be standing on a 5-story building, that person will be getting a more broad view than the person who is standing on a tree. You understand? The same thing apply. If you're on a 1 month time frame, 1 week or daily, you'll be getting more information on where the market is actually heading to than the person who is on the 1 hour or the 15 minutes time frame. You understand? That is just how it is. For a beginner, this is just what you need to know about the time frames. You can also do your research if you feel like doing your research, but this is basically what the time frames are used for and how you can use them to your advantage. You understand? Now I'll be cutting this video, but before I head out, I always want to give this advice after the end of my videos. Try as much as possible to backtest. When I say backtest, try as much as possible to practice. You don't just watch videos and think you have gotten everything and you can now do it or understand what is said. No, it is not done that way. You tend to repractice, you practice, you backtest, because experience is always the best teacher. When you practice it on your own, when you backtest and you fail, that failure, don't take it as something that should be hurting you. No, failure is also good, because failure is also a good teacher. When you fail at something, you will now know that, okay, since I failed this way, I will not repeat that same mistake I did. You understand? It's now an experience for you. That is why they always say experience is the best teacher. You understand? That is just how it is. Try as much as possible to backtest. I'll see you when I see you again. And the next time I'll be coming with analysis. You understand? This is just a summary of time frames. See you later.